So here I can see that shortcut. I can see that, well, I can basically cancel those out. And I end up with a over a plus 5 equals 2. And then I can solve that equation much easier. I forgot to state my non-permissible values. I can't divide by 0. So a is not equal to -3 or -5, because that -5 is a divide by 0 factor if it's 0. And it shows up here as well. Okay, so once I have stated my restrictions, I can now solve this. Okay, so I can solve this for a. So -10 is equal to a. Okay, so here I want to solve this. Well, I'm going to multiply by 2x and 2x. Okay, 2x over 2x. Just keep things as 1. What's going to end up happening is going to clear out these denominators here and that denominator there. So the 2's cancel, so I'm left with x squared minus x's cancel, so I'm left with x squared minus 4. This is 2 plus x, and that equals to 0. Okay, I forgot to state my non-permissible values again. X not equal to 0, and x, because of that, not equal to -2. Okay, we can't have -2 either. And again, that restriction shows up right here. So then I'm going to solve this by factoring the top. And I can see that that denominator will cancel out. So I get x minus 2 equals 0. X is equal to +2. Okay, here, let's state our restrictions again. T is not equal to 0. Okay, this cannot be equal to this can't be equal to 0 down here. Okay, so t can't be equal to -1, although if you're not sure about that one, it'll show up in my next step. So we're going to times by t over t, and so we end up with 1 minus t on top, and here we end up with 1 plus t on bottom equals -3. Okay, so here's my restriction of t not equal to -1. So if you didn't get it in the first place, you can get it in that step there, because that's a denominator of t, 1 plus t. So I get 1 minus t is equal to -3 minus 3t. Solving this equation, I get 2t on this side, -2 on this side. T is equal to -1. Oh, we can't have that. So that is, oops, that's not -1, is it? That's going to be t is equal to -2. Okay, so there's my solution for that equation. So again, here's another one where it's a complex fraction, and I notice these denominators are the same. Now I can't just cancel them out because there's pluses and minuses in here as well, because remember that the fractions are all about times and divide. So without the times and divide, I have to be really careful. Every time I have pluses and minuses, I have to be careful not to mess with those as factors. So I notice here that I can just times by x plus 1 on top, square root x plus 1 on bottom. That's going to cancel out that factor, so I'm going to get 1 minus, and then distribute. And this is going to be 1 plus distribute. Okay, again, I forgot to do my restrictions again. X is not equal to -1. Okay, and x can't be equal to, well, actually, there's no restriction on here, so that's my only restriction coming from this denominator. Okay, so now I can go ahead and solve it. I get 1 minus square root x plus 1 equals 1 plus square root x plus 1. So I get 0 on this side and 2 square root x plus 1. Well, this is in factored form. It's equal to 0. I know that x must be equal to -1. Oh, that contradicts my original statement. So this must be an extraneous root. Okay, so this is extraneous. Okay, and we can graph some of these, and that that will confirm some of these solutions.